Lawrence County Municipal Court is now in session. The Honorable Donald R. Capper presiding. All those having business before the court draw near and you shall be heard. God bless the great state of Ohio and this honorable court. You may be seated.
Good morning. Today is July 5th. Welcome to Lawrence County Municipal Court. I'm Judge Capper. We have hearings for people who have things they're required to do called reviews. So when your name is called, if you're here for that, come up to your table to your right. If you don't get called, you think you should, go check in with the clerk to make sure they know you're here. All the reviews.
Jonathan Bowman, Andrew Carr, Heather Chin, Tori Lindsay, Kayla King.
I have the video, Your Honor.
Okay. Jonathan Bowman.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And are you living in Kitts Hill now, or where are you living?
No, I'm living in Ironton now.
Okay, so that you're still local.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you got a lot of stuff to do, and I know you were away for a while, but what are you going to do to take care of your obligations here?
I'm still waiting on a social security card before I can even get an ID to work on getting a job or anything. It should be coming in the mail this coming week.
Okay, well, you can do community service, and that'll go toward your fines. You get $50 a day credit.
My bad, I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm already on felony probation and have to do community service for them as well. So
Okay, how many days a week are you doing that?
a couple days out of the week.
Okay, well, that leaves 5 other days.
Yeah, well, I've got to help my grandpa and stuff all the time. He's 72, getting to where he can't move around.
Well, you're either going to have to do this or you're going to go back into the county jail. Which do you want to do? Do you want to do community service, or do you want to wait it out in the county jail?
I mean, I guess I got to do community service.
Yeah. It's a no-brainer. This has got to get taken care of. So I'll expect to see you out. You're doing it tomorrow, right? So
Yeah.
tomorrow's a good time. I know you're not doing it for common police tomorrow, right?
No.
So we'll expect to see you tomorrow for community service 7:30 here at the court. Okay, August the 9th will be your next hearing. Write that down on a little form in that basket. August 9th, 9 a.m. is your next review hearing. Be here tomorrow morning at 7:30 to do community service. Okay, that's all. Andrew Carr is here. He's at counseling center. All right, I saw your certificates, so that's good, very impressive.
Thank you.
I've been getting good reports up until now. I don't wait until we actually have a review. I ask about you periodically, and people have been telling me you've been doing well. So let me make sure I read the report and it says that.
Yes, sir.
So now, are you getting to see your child and Rainey, or what's going on with that?
Yeah, I get to go every weekend for 2 hours on Saturday, 2 hours on Sunday, and yesterday we got to watch the fireworks together.
Okay, good. Now, is he still contemplating being eligible for the program where they'll be united, reunited?
Yes, that's the ultimate goal for both of them. It's in motion. The apartment that they're going to be residing at is currently under construction. They'll both probably go into transitional separately for a couple weeks, and then after that, they will be unified as a family.
Okay, wonderful.
Yep. doing great on both ends.
All right, how do you feel about things, Andrew?
I feel like things couldn't get any better.
Okay.
I feel like I'm excited to see what the next chapter holds, and I'm excited to be able to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and let her have some rest and take care of little baby Courageous.
Great. Well, I'm proud of progress you've made and the attitude you have, so congratulations on that. And we'll keep working with you and monitoring your progress. And I'll have you come back on August the 12th for your next hearing. 9 o'clock, August 12th. Good work so far.
Thank you.
Thank you. Heather Chin is here, 20-1761, 20-1711, 20-1086, and she's at Bethesda.
Your Honor, I don't know if this will reflect on your records, but she made a payment prior to court this morning also.
Okay.
She has turned community service in too. I will have to
That's-
verify if she's done it in common police court.
Okay.
I didn't make a payment, I just turned in the community service hours, which are towards the fine,
All right.
just for
Very good.
clarification.
Looks like things are going well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good progress. I'll set you for August 12th also at 9 o'clock.
I have a question, Your Honor. If I have my fines done by then, do I have to come back still?
You do not.
Okay.
It's all you've got left.
How much does she owe?
Well, he
Your Honor,
hasn't,
I'll have to go through the
Okay.
community service and see how much credit she has.
Okay.
I think I gave you like 6 days worth, which should be like $300. I owed $490, so I should owe $190, I think is what it is.
I just have to check.
Okay.
And technically, actually, I worked another day that I didn't give you the records for, so just don't have the paper. Sorry.
It's okay.
Okay.
They can talk about it and come up with either with Mr. Cooper or Mr. Major what the balance is.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Well. Okay, Kayla King, I'm gonna put that aside. She is here, okay.
Yeah, I'm here, Your Honor. I'm
You're at
here. I'm
Harmony,
Zoom.
you're at Harmony Ridge?
No, I'm currently now at my Hope for Tomorrow.
Okay, where's that?
It's here in Point Pleasant in West Virginia.
What happened to Harmony Ridge? I thought that's where you were gonna go.
I was at Harmony Ridge. I came from Harmony Ridge to here.
And that's what I'm trying to figure out, how did that happen?
Well, I asked to be transferred to another location and basically signed myself out and came here.
Okay, was there a problem? Why did you change treatment providers? That's what I'm trying to find out.
Some of the girls were bullying me, and I reported to the staff multiple times, and nothing had gotten done about it. The only thing that they did was change me from a room that the girl was bullying me in. We got in a fight in the hallway and everything else. So that was the best solution that we could come up with.
Okay, how long have you been there at this new facility?
This Saturday will make a week that I've been here.
Okay, Hope for Tomorrow. I need a report from them and some of their credentialing. Is there a counselor there with you, or?
Yes, she's sitting right here in the room with me.
Okay, does she need our contact information?
Yes, Your Honor.
She can, well, the easiest thing to probably do, just go to Google Lawrence County Municipal Court. Lawrence County Municipal Court, and our website will come up, and it's got the address. And I need them to send in a report as to what you're doing, and I'm not familiar with that facility, so I need some of their background information.
Okay.
I'll set your next hearing for August 5th. August 5th, that's a Monday.
Okay, hold on just a second here. August 5th. Okay.
9 a.m. But
9 a.m.
between now and then, I need that report sent in.
Okay, she'll get it to you as soon as she can.
All right,
Probably by the end of the day.
thank you.
Thank you. How do I hang up?
Tori Lindsay.
I can leave now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
All right,
ma'am.
thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. All right, Tori Lindsay. She should be here. She's outpatient at Mahajan. She's not appeared, so it's going to be a bench warrant for failure to appear.
Stephen Littlejohn, Crystal McMillan, David Mills, Elizabeth Monk, Joshua Merle.
Stephen Littlejohn, 1054.
Yes, sir.
Is at RRS.
Yes, sir.
Littlejohn. Stephen Littlejohn. Okay, so you got a good report from RRS. Do you have any payment on your funds?
I do, but I gotta go to the bank and get it, and I've already arranged transportation for them to take me to the bank, get it, and bring it back.
Okay. All right, you're gonna do that right as soon as you leave?
As soon as I leave here, I'm gonna go get $100 and bring it back to you.
Okay. Put you down for that. August 5th will be your next hearing.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Crystal McMillan, 16688. Okay. She has not finished and she hasn't appeared today, so it'll be a warrant issue.
She was not here at community service when she was ordered in here.
Okay. David Mills, 23758. It's at RRS. Okay, that's a good report. It sounds like, did you take the driver's test or you're getting that?
I already got my driver's license Tuesday.
Very good. Congratulations. Okay. Well, sounds like it's good and you're going on to the next steps, all right?
Yep.
Okay. Good job. Are you able to pay anything on your phone?
Yeah, I'm gonna pay one today.
How much are you gonna pay?
I'm gonna pay 40 today.
40? I'd see the clerk and do that.
I got a question though for you.
Yes, sir.
Didn't you court order my stuff to be gave to me? Because when I was here last month, I asked the prosecutor and they tried to call her and they said it wasn't court ordered. Like, man, it's the sentimental value. Like it was my great grandfather's stuff. Like,
So this is stuff that Bobby Hoffman has?
yes, still.
Well, here's the thing. There's no order about you getting your property or anything like that, and this may not be a very satisfactory answer. I can't order her to give up something when she hasn't had any. I don't know what her position is going to be. So you would have to sue her. You can file a small claims case up to $3,500 here in this court. If it's more than that, then you have to file a regular civil action, and then court will hear both sides and make a decision as to whose property it is. I can't just take your word for it and say, oh,
Yeah, I got proof of it.
I'm going to order her to give it back to you, so.
It's way more. It'd be civil.
Okay, so your next hearing, I'm going to make August 16th. You're doing well, so I'm going to give you more time before your next hearing. August 16th.
Thank you.
Elizabeth Monk, 2167 and 2867. And these are just cases that need to be paid, I believe.
Yes.
Yes. Can you pay anything?
I've made 2 payments. I'll pay next Friday with my next check.
I see you paid something on July 1st. Okay. August 5th will be your next hearing. Get these paid off and you can quit coming.
I'm working on it.
Okay, August 5th, 9 o'clock.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Joshua Mural, 17169.
Your Honor, he left against staff advice.
Okay. Be a warrant issued for leaving treatment and not appearing in this hearing.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. That finishes the reviews. Next are what are called the arraignments, or new cases. The purpose of arraignment is to tell you the charge, the possible penalty you face. You got to have a seat when I finish, then you can go out. If you're here for an arraignment, when your name's called, come up to the table to the right like the last folks did, then I'm going to go over the charges with you. You have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. But if you do say something, it could be used against you. You have a right to have an attorney, have one appointed if you can't afford one. You have a right to bail and to make the state prove any charge beyond a reasonable doubt. Those are the rights defendants have. If you enter guilty or no contest, you're waiving those rights, and you shouldn't do that. If you want to talk to a lawyer, if you want to have a trial in your case, or if you don't understand the proceedings, don't enter a guilty plea just to get it over with. Call the first case.
State of Ohio versus Levi Dillon, case number TRC 241309 A and B.
And so you're Levi Dillon?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Dillon, it's alleged that on June 30th at 3:58 a.m., Fayette Township, you were operating a vehicle while you were under the influence of alcohol. And the state's alleged you took a breath test and tested 0.89. The per se level under Ohio is 0.8, so it's over that. What does that mean? The per se level means can be a presumption that you're impaired if you test 0.8 or higher.
Right.
To get the presumption, the state has to show compliance with the rules for giving the breath test.
Okay.
So alleged this would be your first conviction. On a first offense, the maximum you face is 6 months in jail, $1,075 fine, and a 3-year license suspension. That's the most the court can impose. There is a minimum. The least the court can give you if you're found guilty is 3 days in a treatment program, $375 fine, and a 6-month license suspension. And you're also charged with speeding, driving 76 in a 55 zone. This is allegedly happened at 3:58 a.m. in Fayette Township on June 30th. Do you understand the charges?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand the rights you have?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead?
Suppose no contest, sir.
No contest, I'm not trying to talk you out of it, I want to make sure you understand what that means. No contest means I'm not going to fight these charges, I'm not admitting they're true, but I'm not fighting them either. And if the court thinks the state has enough evidence to convict me without a trial and a lawyer, I'm agreeing that I can be found guilty.
Yes.
So I'm only going to hear what the state says they have as evidence and then make a decision whether that's enough for a conviction.
So the only reason why I'm imposing saying that is I don't feel like I was going as fast as they said I was. The only reason why I don't know for sure is I had just put a transmission in my car, and whenever I took the old one out, the speedometer gear broke off of the speedometer cable. So I haven't had a speedometer since I fixed it. So honest to God, I don't know, but I don't think I was going that fast. But
well, it's up to you. You can talk to a lawyer about it. The state is on the speed. They don't have to It's not a, there's no requirement for them to show a specific intent. In other words, it doesn't matter if you intend to speed or not intend to speed. Some things you have to intend, there has to be proof of intention, like murder. They have to show that you intended to kill someone. If you negligently kill someone, that's not murder. Speeding, they only have to show that you speed. You could just be totally oblivious to how fast you're going. You didn't intend to speed, but you did, because it's a safety statute, and it doesn't matter if you intended to speed or if you didn't intend to speed.
Yeah, I
It's still a
understand.
violation.
I understand completely.
But if you want to talk to a lawyer, then that's what you should do. Do you want to talk to a lawyer about it, or how do you want to proceed?
I'm not in a position to fight with anybody over the situation. I know that I did it wrong, so I just had a lapse of judgment and made a mistake. I suppose I plead guilty then.
Okay, you want to change your plea to guilty?
Yeah.
Guilty means you're admitting it's true.
Yeah.
You understand that?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to accept your plea. I'm going to read the officer's statement into the record, so you know what the officer says happened, and you can make an explanation if you want.
Okay.
This is Trooper Bean from the Ohio State Highway Patrol, and he says, on June 30th at 3:58, I was on patrol westbound US 52 near milepost 20. I was watching traffic, observed a vehicle approaching me at a high rate of speed in a 55 zone. I estimated the speed to be at 75 miles an hour. I activated my radar, and the pitch and clarity were consistent and optimal. The radar unit registered the vehicle speed at 76 miles an hour. For the lowest, I checked the vehicle at 71. I turned in the crossover, and I attempted to catch up to the vehicle. It made a very fast turn on the County Road 120. I caught up with the vehicle, activated my overhead lights to make a traffic stop. The vehicle came to a stop in the church parking lot on County Road 1. I made a driver's side approach, came in contact with the driver and the sole occupant, Levi Dillon, gives your date of birth. I spoke to him about the reason for the traffic stop and informed him that it was a 55 mile an hour limit. He replied, I couldn't, my speedometer hasn't worked. When I contacted him, I detected an odor of alcohol coming from inside the vehicle. His eyes were watery, bloodshot. I asked him about alcohol consumption. He said he had had around 3 shots 4 to 5 hours before. He offered to step out of the vehicle, perform sobriety testing without me even mentioning it. I asked him to exit the vehicle. As I did so, he pulled on the door with his right hand and pushed on the seat with his left to assist himself out. I deactivated my emergency lights and asked him several preliminary questions to help me understand his ability to perform field sobriety tests. He stated that he wears glasses, that he can track objects without wearing them. Asked him if he was on any medications. He said he was not. He said that he had a knee injury. I asked him about his physical health. He gestured to the knee again. He asked if I had a flashlight in order to look at his knee. I had been holding a large white flashlight in my hand. He had visible damage to his knee from a previous injury. He did not report any other physical concerns. He told me he did not have any history of head injuries. I could still detect an odor of alcohol outside the vehicle. There was 4 clues of impairment on horizontal gaze in the Stackens test. That's the eye test for alcohol. I explained the walk and turn test, asked him if he was capable of performing that test with his leg. He said he believed he could perform it. I demonstrated the test. While in the starting position, moved his feet multiple times. He began to lose balance and used his arms to assist him. And he stopped walking and did so. He did not touch heel to toe during some steps and almost fell when turning. On the one-leg stand, I demonstrated instructions. He began to use his arms to balance, hop, sway, then put his foot down in that sequence. asked him to provide a portable breath test, and that sample was registered at 09. Placed under arrest for OVI, given Miranda rights, searched his vehicle, transported to patrol post, agreed to give a breath test, and a register at 089, so very close to what the portable breath test was. Okay, do you have any statements you want to make?
I'm just sorry, really, more than anything. It was really hard for me to do some parts of the field sobriety test. I had a really bad dirt bike accident, like it was probably going on 3 months ago now. And I broke my tibia in half, and it took my knee joint out with it, and I can't hardly, I mean, I can barely get around. I just started walking almost not even 3 weeks ago. But even so, I mean, I blew over. I genuinely.
Those field sobriety tests are just a test for probable causes.
Yeah.
Is there enough reason to take somebody in and give them a breath test?
Exactly.
And when you took the breath test, you were over the per se level.
And I genuinely, I stopped drinking around 10:30 that night, and I'm not even a drinker. I was over at my friend's house playing music, and we have a few beers whenever we're drinking, or it at all over there if we even do. And I waited until it was almost 4 in the morning when I left his house, and I just figured I was to a point where I thought I was okay, and I wasn't, and I just feel terrible about the whole situation. I wish I wouldn't have done it, and I wish I could take it back. And I'm just thankful that nobody ended up getting hurt.
Well, and good to learn from this and not make the same mistake again. So
Absolutely not.
Are you employed? What do you do?
Yeah, I sell parts at Cycle Center right now. I am a mechanic by trade, but since the injury, I've been selling parts at the parts counter. So.
Okay. Where's that located? Is that on Route 60?
It's on Route 60, across from the Waffle House there.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll give you. Well, you can either have an unlimited permit to drive a vehicle if you want, but to do that, you have to put the blow-and-go device on your vehicle.
I don't have
You can have limited driving privileges, and I can give you like to drive to work and those sort of things. You don't have to have.
I don't have a problem with the interlock device. I just don't know if my car's new enough, or how does it work? Are you aware of how they do it?
Well, I'll give you the option if you want to try to do that.
I would love to try that, yes.
Okay. The court doesn't provide those. There's an agency in Portsmouth, and we can get you the information. You can contact them.
Okay.
You have to pay their fees to have it installed.
Okay.
And I'll allow you to do that. Or if you don't want to go to that extent, I'll let you drive for work purposes.
Yeah.
You're going to have community service to do. You got to go to a three-day driver intervention program.
Yes.
So I can give you limited driving privileges during the time of your suspension.
Okay. Okay.
And you don't have to have the blow and go for that. Okay, so I'll give you the minimum fine since you didn't have a really high test score, but it was over. So that's $375.
Okay.
Court costs will be imposed. 6-month license suspension. That starts the day of the incident,
Okay.
June 30th. You got 20 days in jail suspended. You don't have to do, I don't want you to do any jail days.
Thank you
You just
so
have to
much.
do the other stuff that you're ordered to do.
Absolutely.
And you won't get any jail days. You got 5 days community service. We have a community service program here at the court that works every day but Sunday. So you can do.
I'll have to take off Saturdays at work, but that's no problem.
Okay, you work 6 days a week?
I work Tuesday through Saturday.
Okay, well, you can work Mondays.
Oh, awesome, awesome. That'll work great.
Yeah,
Awesome.
we have community service on every day but Sunday, and you can get it done on Mondays.
That'll work out great. That's awesome.
2 years of level 4 probation or until you finish. If you finish everything, your probation will terminate.
Okay.
You'll have a review hearing on, is this still right, December 30th?
Yeah, I kept it the same, so
Okay.
then we'll change it.
December 30th will be your review hearing. That's, if you were here earlier, those folks that appeared, that's what that was.
Okay.
If you get that's plenty of time. If you get everything finished by December 30th, you don't have to come.
Oh, I'll have it. I'll have it squared away long before then.
Review hearings are just to check to make sure people do what they're word to do. So you get it done, you don't have to come to a review hearing.
Awesome.
On the speed offense, I'll impose a $50 fine.
Okay.
You gotta do the driver intervention part too. That's
Absolutely.
3-day school. I don't think there's anybody here today.
I'll get him the information.
Okay, talk to Mr. Gwynn, he'll give you the information. You'll need to meet with Mr. Major about your probation. He's either at the security counter as you come in, or his office to the left of that, there's a probation office, so
Okay.
check in with him. Do you have any questions of me, Mr. Dillon?
No, sir.
Okay. The court has a webpage. You have questions about your case, you can always go on there online and check, or you can call into the court, talk to your probation officer or one of the clerks to get information too.
Okay.
Okay, go talk to those two people about the dip school and about your probation, you're free to go after that.
Okay, thank you so much, sir.
And you'll get your driving permit from the probation officer.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Laura Trussell, case number TRD 241322.
Yes, sir.
All right, and you're Laura Trussell.
Yes.
Ms. Trussell, it's alleged that on July 1st, 5:28 a.m. in Perry Township, you were driving while your license was suspended, and you've been charged under the first-degree misdemeanor section. The maximum penalty for this is 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. Do you understand the charge?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand your rights?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead?
Well, I'm guilty because obviously I was caught driving or suspended. I didn't know I was suspended. I just graduated with my RN and took my NCLEX. I got a seatbelt ticket last summer and totally forgot about it in Kentucky, and that's what suspended my license. However, I have gotten everything fixed since Monday, got everything fixed on Tuesday. I have receipts and everything to show you. Would you like to see them?
What I need to do, so you think the Kentucky Bureau of Motor Vehicles will show you reinstated?
It is reinstated. I have a
anything
copy
from
of my
them?
license. Apparently they don't print licenses anymore, so it's a piece of paper until they mail it to me. I'm sorry, I'm shaking. This is like the first time I've ever been in trouble. Here's, oh, sir. Here's the receipt from where the seatbelt ticket was paid. And then,
Okay. So you guys have a temporary driver's license? Okay. Yeah.
and then did you need like insurance and all that stuff too? I don't know what you guys needed. So you
He
just said.
showed, the officer says you had proof of insurance at the time.
I did,
This
yes.
happened, so-
I just didn't know, like I said, this is my
So
first
what I'm
time.
going to do on this, he doesn't give me, usually they'll give me a statement, so I don't know if there was probable cause for the stop or anything.
I was
So-
speeding on my portion right here.
Okay, ma'am.
Oh, oh, okay, well, I'm sorry, I'm just really honest, I'm sorry.
Well, as a young lawyer, I learned when the judge is going your way, be quiet, because you might say something that causes them to go the other way. So
Okay,
I'm going to dismiss it based upon the fact that the officer did not give me a statement as to the background as to why this happened, and you're showing proof that you are reinstated. So case is dismissed.
thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay, that's fine. Do I just meet you out there?
State of Ohio versus Jessica Prince, case number CRB 11123.
Okay, this is, you had a hearing on June 24th for a review. It looks like you didn't make any revisions, is that right?
Yeah, I started, I completed OVP and I have my certificate and I just got a job and I started work that same day and I have a letter from my work also.
All right, Mr. James, can you give me that? Where are you working at?
The Huntington City Mission with the
Oh,
women
okay.
and
I
family.
was just there last Friday for a tour. What are you doing at the mission?
I work with the women and family unit, so like doing their intakes and helping get the services they need.
Yeah, so I can get copies for the file. Okay, if there was a warrant issued, it'll be canceled. And here's what I'm showing you got. You got time-based community service,
Okay.
and you got some fines to pay. So we'll work with you to get this done. I want you to be successful. I don't want to put you in jail.
Okay.
That's the only option I have if people don't do what they're supposed to. So we'll work with you. Looks like you got things going on the right track now. So let's keep it up. What's better for your work schedule, Mondays or Fridays? Does it matter?
It doesn't matter.
August the 16th, that's a Friday, will be your next hearing. Can you pay any of your bonds today?
I can pay on Friday when I get paid.
Next Friday?
Yeah.
Okay, you can pay online now.
Okay, that's perfect.
The court has a website.
Okay.
You can pull it up, you can pay, you can check your case. Okay, August 16th, 9 a.m., that's your next hearing.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, keep working.
I will. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Cody A. Kelly, case number CRB 18292, CRD 18628 A and B, CRA 14498, CRB 16661.
Okay, and you had a sentencing on Monday, I guess it was.
Yes, sir.
Okay, do you have an explanation for not being here?
Yes, sir. I was currently at the beach. We came back on the 1st, but it was like 5 a.m., but I was under the assumption it was on the 5th. I lost the piece of paper that had a court date on it.
Okay, well, you heard what I've told a couple of people.
Yes, sir.
I'm assuming, everybody has a smartphone.
Yes, sir. I'm going to take a picture of it this time.
Okay, you can pull it up. We actually, believe it or not, this is people your age, this is a shock. People here will answer the phone.
Yes, sir.
You try to call somebody your age, they won't answer.
Yes, sir.
You have to text them.
Yes, sir.
But these people here will answer the phone if you want to call and say, what's my hearing date?
Sweet.
They don't love it, but they will look it up and tell you.
Yes, sir. I had my wife call, and it was on that day. She told me, she's like, I got bad news for you, and it was on the 1st, and we
Okay.
called on the 2nd.
What can you show me that you're going to do on your case? You went to the beach, you should be able to pay something.
I paid $100 today, sir.
Okay, I see that.
Yes, sir.
Okay. August the 9th will be your next hearing. 9 a.m. and I'll let is Mr. Sowers been after you?
I actually called him, sir, and he told me he didn't revoke my bond. He told me to make sure I came in today, so I will call him and let him know as soon as I walk out.
Okay, I'm going to text him that you were here, otherwise he might hunt you.
Yeah, I know, that's
He made me promise he was gonna be here.
Well, we get a lot of people that promise a lot of things that don't happen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm just trying to get it taken care of. And I was wanting to ask about the online stuff, how to pay or what it is.
Yeah, you can go onto the website, and there's a place on there if you want to pay online, you can.
You have to put your last name only, nothing else, so you won't be able to find it.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, August 9th, your next hearing.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. I'm texting Mr. Sowers right now.
Thank you, sir.
Cody A. Kelly, K-E-L-L-E.
Hey, look.
State of Ohio versus James Conley, case number TRC 222720, A, B, and C, and case number TRD 222537.
This was set for review on Monday. Celeste, you weren't here then, is that right?
Yes, sir.
You have an explanation for that?
Yeah, I had 7 teeth removed, or like surgically cut out. There's really not an excuse. Like I had infection in my mouth, and it totally slipped my mind.
Okay. Well, you're here today, so what's going on with your case? You've got, you still have some community service to do.
Yes, sir. I got 3 hours of that done in Portsmouth, but I didn't have my paper. I need to get another paper to get it done. He told me that it was all right to do at the dog shelter in Portsmouth.
That's correct. Okay. Where do you live now?
I'm living in Rubyville on 139. It's like right out of Portsmouth.
Okay, so you live inside.
Yes, sir.
All right, you gotta get it done. No warrant will issue. Set the next hearing for July 5th, or I'm sorry, August 5th. August 5th, 9 o'clock.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus John Whipple, case number CRB 18388.
This was set for review on May 24th of 2019. So it's been a while.
Yes.
Is that ODP now?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor.
So that he's inpatient?
Yes, currently. And then he'll follow up with outpatient once he completes OEP.
And was this self-referred or by court or how?
Self.
Yeah, he came in on his own.
All right, well, thank you for coming in to take care of this past issue. I'm showing you have 1 day of community service left.
Yes, sir.
And $200 in fines left.
Yes, sir.
So your sobriety is important, so we'll make that a priority, but this has to get taken care of too.
Yes, sir.
So I'll cancel the warrant. You have warrant outstanding all this time, so I'm canceling that. Give you a new review hearing date. So he's going to finish up
The 18th.
about a month there for to go to outpatient.
Yeah, I leave the 18th.
Of July?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll set your next hearing for August 9th. Okay, work on getting stuff done, and if you can't pay, you can work extra community service to go through your fines.
All right, thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Ray W. Meredith, case number CRB 2038.
Okay, this was set for review June 3rd, so almost a little over a month ago. It's on the theft. Okay, so last you didn't appear June 3rd, is that correct?
Yeah, my fiance had surgery that day, and I really just forgot all about it. I did get a couple of my days of community service worked off prior.
Did you turn that in, or?
Oh, I worked that day that it was 2 for 1, right before I missed my court date.
Okay. Do you have a payment on your fines?
Not at this moment, no, but I'm
Well, actually, all you got, I think it looks like,
I think each had it at 150.
it's probably a warrant fee now.
yes, sir.
He has 150.
150.
Paid 310.
Okay. Can you pay anything today?
Not today, but when I do my community service, I plan on being able to pay some too.
Okay. When are you coming out for community service?
I'm hoping, if not tomorrow, Monday. How many days, they was going to tell me how many days I had left.
3, that's what I'm showing. 3 days.
Some must have one, because I think it was 3 before I worked it.
I would have to check it on.
Okay.
I don't remember.
Check-in, I'm showing 3 of the 5.
Okay.
And that one may have been given credit for yet.
Okay.
All right, your next hearing is August 9th. 9 o'clock. Cancel the warrant.
State of Ohio recalls Tory Lindsay, case number CRB 23642A and B.
Okay, this was set for review today.
Sorry I'm late, I ran out of gas, I walked the rest of the way here. Yeah.
Are you at Mahajan now, or what's going on?
Yes, sir. The judge granted me permission to get an assessment with Mahajan's, the fill-in judge. I believe is that who that was. And I went, he said that if they recommended inpatient, I was going inpatient. If they recommended outpatient, I was going outpatient. And they did recommend outpatient. They should have sent it to you. If not, I can call them and get them to send it over. But they said they would have it sent to you guys so that you could see it.
Okay, yeah, I need a copy of your assessment and what you're doing with them, and you still have community service to do too.
Yes, sir. Since I saw you last, I've done 2 days.
Where'd you do that?
The animal shelter in Lawrence County.
Okay.
Don't have proof of it, I don't believe.
Okay, so just.
Just proof.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, I don't have my old phone. I was like, I could take it, show you, but get it sent over to you guys. Just let them know you need it sent.
Need something filed with the court.
Okay, because it happened the first time I went there too, so I'll make sure I get it taken care of.
All right, no warrant to be issued. Next hearing is August the 9th, and I need a report from Mahajan.
Oh, yes, sir. I'll make sure I get everything's a hard copy of everything. That way I'm not waiting on them to send it over. You said it was August 9th?
August 9th, yes, ma'am, 9 o'clock.
All right, and I'll get that community service sent over to you too. Thanks, sir.
State of Ohio versus Kelly Mintz, case number CRB 18326, CRB 2366, A, B, and C.
Okay. Okay, it looks like the last time you had a scheduled hearing was in May 28th?
Yes, sir.
And you didn't appear then?
No, sir. I was in the hospital at King's Daughters, like the mental hospital. I was there for about a week. I tried to commit suicide.
And are you getting any kind of treatment now, or what's going on with
Yeah, I'm still at the same place, HHG, over in Huntington.
Where's that located?
Route 60 Medical Plaza. They have a bunch of offices around Huntington now, though.
Is that for buprenorphine or what?
Yeah, Huntington Hospitalist Group. They can send over a report probably if you need one.
Your Honor, if I may, I have a note on April 19th that she was ordered to do some community service.
Yeah, I know I need to do community service. I just haven't, I have the kids all the time. I don't have any family here, so it's just been.
Are you still in South Point?
No, I live over in Huntington.
Okay.
But I mean, I know it doesn't look like I'm doing good here now, but I do have my own apartment and.
What's your address now?
802 Markham Terrace. And that's 25705.
All right, I'll set your next hearing for August 9th. Get community service and work on your file. 9 o'clock, August 9th.
And I can make a payment today.
Okay, how much?
$40.
Okay, see the clerk.
Thank you.
We're ready to
Okay, we're going to start the pretrial.
State of Ohio versus Shannon Bowles, case number PRC 194045.
Mr. Morford's case set for pretrial.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
I'd like to request a short continuance of this matter, Judge. Mr. Boggs has had a death in his family, which has prevented us from getting together to review the state's answer to discovery. We have 2-3 weeks to review that.
Mr. Hill?
We're not opposed if there's a time waiver, Your Honor.
Waive time.
Is 2 weeks sufficient? 2 weeks is sufficient?
Please.
Okay.
Yes, it
That's
is.
July 19th. July 19th for pretrial. 10 o'clock. Finish for trial.
Waive time.
State of Ohio versus Saban Spence, case number CRB 24384.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You are. Mr. Morford's case, pretrial.
The last case. Okay, this is Saban Spinks, and we are looking for we're hoping to get a restitution bill.
She's here.
Today.
Did you continue Shannon Bowles still? The date Shannon Bowles is continuing to. Okay, I'll go look at their records, see if that's what it is. Brianna Jeffers.
It's the restitution. Printer in errors.
And this is the amount they say that they were due. You disagree with that?
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna ask the judge to have this recalled. We're not gonna sit down and talk about this. Judge, may we have this one recalled? We're provided with the estimate of repairs. I'd like to go over that with him. So that
Recall it later in the document.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus William Shearer, case number CRB 24338. William Shearer.
All right, Mr. Shearer is, I don't have an attorney listed set for pre-trial today. So the benchmark is felt up here.
State of Ohio versus David Denoff, CRA 24208 A and B. TRD 191570.
Mr. Tyler Smith's case, preliminary hearing, and pre-trial. Yes.
It's turning out, it says initializing. It's been initializing for, I don't know how long. It's counting. Okay, now turn.
Looks like it's a good report, Your Honor. He's doing well, and he's, I believe, speaking of Jeremy, that he's probably going to complete with this program sometime in October, so I assume we just keep on coming back to...
Keep monitoring.
Yes.
Okay, we can go longer this next time before we come back. I'm looking at probably toward the end of August.
That's fine.
Do you have any dates you're not available?
I have back-to-back trials starting on the 19th and 26th, but I should be available at the end of the week, so if we can keep it Friday.
30th.
30th is good.
Okay, next hearing will be August 30th. Good job, sir, for that. You're on the right track.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You are.
State of Ohio versus Agnes Sexton, case number CRA 24209, CRB 24210, CRB 2349 A and B, CRB 2274.
I don't know when we moved to, honestly. What is it? In the last case, yeah, but when did it get moved to? When did the last case get moved to? When did it get moved to? Agnes. August 30th. Thank you.
It looks like a good report. We have a time frame for completion.
We're looking at another couple months probably,
Another,
maybe 2 months.
2 months? Okay.
Yeah.
We can do that same day, August 30th.
That's fine.
August 30th will be the next hearing, in sections, or be getting close to being completed.
Your Honor, is there any chance we might be able to discuss our monitor?
Yes.
Clinical feels like she would benefit from being able to attend more functions and meetings and things. She's had nothing but good reports since she's been with us.
Any objections to monitor being removed?
Not from us, Your Honor.
Okay, I'll order it removed.
Thank you.
So she'll need to see Mr. Major about that.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
What's the next date?
August 30th.
State of Ohio versus John Riggs, case number CRB 23528. Set for bond forfeiture, Your Honor.
I got interest for you to sign.
Your Honor, I believe Mr. Major may know some stuff about this. I believe he's in jail on this matter.
Okay, we'll recall later in the month.
State of Ohio versus Andy Checkman Jr., case number CRB 24213, CRB 24289. Set for sentencing, Your Honor.
Okay, this is Mr. Warford's case.
Madam Pressure, Your Honor.
Yes. I think the plan here is really to start treating these pleas, but we're going to delay sentencing until we see how he does.
Yes.
And it looks like he's got a good start, but I'm not where I can say I'm confident as to what the end result's going to be. So let's continue to monitor with further sentencing hearings in the future. August 9th.
I'm good then.
August 9th for sentencing.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You are.
You gotta come today. Okay. Thank you, Honor.
You are.
State of Ohio versus Konkama Gomez, case number CRB 2446. Gomez.
Mr. Gomez needs to come into court, please here. He has a bond up. Okay, I'll pass it.
Please come, Your Honor.
And you're Mr. Gomez?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Gomez, it's alleged that at Fayette Township on July 4th, you purposely tried to defraud Walmart property without their consent. It's a theft charge, maximum penalty 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. Do you understand this charge?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
Were you in the courtroom when I explained the rights defendants have?
Yes, Your Honor, I was.
Do you have any questions about your rights?
No.
What plea do you wish to enter? You can plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest.
No contest.
No contest, that means you're not fighting it, you're agreeing you can be found guilty. If I think there's enough evidence for conviction, you're agreeing you can be found guilty without a trial. Is that what you want to do?
They would, am I able to, get an attorney and talk to them, or like, get continuance on this and talk to an attorney?
You want an attorney?
If I can, yeah.
Do you have a job?
Because I'd like to,
Do you have a job?
No, Your Honor, no.
You don't have any income?
Not at the moment, no.
All right, I'll appoint Tyler Smith to represent you. Not guilty plea is entered. He has a bond up, so it's continued. So, for pretrial, the 19th is good.
That's fine, Your Honor.
19th?
Yes.
Okay, July 19th will be the next hearing. It'll be a pretrial at 10 a.m.
State of Ohio versus Alec Berry, case number TRC 24611, TRC 23957, A and B.
This is set for sentencing.
Now, correct, Your Honor.
Yes. It's a positive report.
Your Honor, in talking with Mr. Berry, he wanted to see if he'd get some privileges. I believe he's, with the union, he has to do schooling 4 times a year. And there's one coming up on the 15th. If he'd be able to attend that and, I guess, work and treatment. And I don't think there's any issues with.
Well, this is a second offense.
Your Honor, it was charged as a physical control, and he pled to that.
no restrictions on driving privileges on that. So, we can go ahead and sentence, or if you want delay sentencing, we would need some sort of intermediate order with driving privileges. How's the state want to proceed? He started treatment, but he's pretty, he started March 31st. He's got a little bit of time under his belt on that.
We wouldn't be opposed to driving privileges for limited purposes.
Okay.
That's fine. That's fine, Your Honor. We'll let him continue his treatment. We'll prepare.
Entry on driving privileges?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Insurance under? Yeah. I got full coverage. Okay. Gotcha.
August 16th.
That's fine, Your Honor.
Next hearing is August 16th for sentencing.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus Jose Juan Rendon, case number TRC 241377, A, B, and C.
Can you hear us, ma'am?
Yeah, I hear the gentleman on the background, yes.
All right, this is Judge Kapler, and we're doing this by teleconference. So the gentleman that is at the jail, sir, is your name Jose Rendon? Can you ask him that in Spanish?
Buenos días, eres su intérprete. Disculpe, ¿su nombre es José Rendon?
He said, yeah. Mr. Rendon, you have the right to have an attorney.
Señor Rendon, usted tiene el derecho de tener un abogado.
You have a right to have one appointed if you can't afford one.
Tiene el derecho de que le asignen uno si usted no puede costear pagar uno.
You have a right to remain silent.
Tiene el derecho de permanecer en silencio.
If you make statements, those statements can be used against you.
Si hace usted declaraciones, esas declaraciones pueden ser utilizadas en su contra.
You have a right to post a bail.
Tiene el derecho de poder postear una fianza.
You have a right to make the state prove charges beyond a reasonable doubt.
Tiene el derecho de que el Estado pueda comprobarle esos cargos más allá de cualquier duda razonable.
Do you understand those rights?
¿Comprende usted estos derechos?
Said C. You are charged with driving under the influence of alcohol or drugs.
El cargo que se le imputa es el de estar conduciendo bajo la influencia de alcohol o droga.
This is alleged to have happened yesterday, July 4th, at 8:10 p.m.
Esto se alega que ocurrió ayer, 4 de julio, a las 8:10 p.m.
and that this happened in Perry Township.
Ocurrido en Perry Township,
Here in Lawrence County, Ohio.
aquí en el condado de Orange, en Ohio.
It is a first-degree misdemeanor.
Esto es un delito menor en primer grado,
That carries a maximum penalty of 6 months in jail
el cual conlleva una máxima penalidad de 6 meses en la cárcel
and a $1,075 fine.
y una multa de $1,075
And a 3-year license suspension.
y una suspensión de la licencia por 3 años.
Those are the most the court can impose.
Estos son los más altos que la Corte puede imponer.
There is a minimum penalty,
Sí hay una penalidad mínima,
which means the court can't go below a certain minimum.
lo cual significa que la Corte puede ir pues por debajo de cierto mínimo,
If you are found guilty.
si es que se le fuese a encontrar culpable.
The minimum is 3 days in a treatment program.
Lo mínimo son 3 días en un programa de tratamiento,
$375 fine.
multa de $375
And a 6-month license suspension.
y una suspensión de licencia de 6 meses.
Do you understand this charge and possible penalties?
¿Comprende usted este cargo al igual que las posibles penalidades?
Says C. You are also charged with speeding, driving 87 miles an hour in a 55-mile-an-hour zone.
También tiene usted el cargo de exceso de velocidad de ir a 87 millas por hora en una zona de 55.
That carries a maximum penalty of a $150 fine.
Eso conlleva una penalidad máxima de una multa de $150.
The last charge is driving without a driver's license.
El último cargo es el de conducir sin tener una licencia para conducir.
The maximum penalty for that is 500 hours of community service.
La máxima para este es de 500 horas de servicio comunitario
And a $1,000 fine.
y una multa de $1,000.
Do you understand the 3 charges filed against you?
¿Comprende usted los 3 cargos que se han puesto en contra suya?
He said C.
Bien.
I am verbally informed, although I don't have anything in writing, that the federal authorities are asking and are going to ask for your holder.
Tengo la información, pero de manera verbal. No tengo yo nada por escrito, pero me han indicado que las autoridades federales están pidiendo retenerme.
Do you wish to have a lawyer appointed to represent you?
¿Desea usted tener un abogado asignado para que le represente?
Yes. Do you have money to hire a lawyer?
¿Tiene usted dinero para contratar un abogado?
No. Are you working?
¿Está usted trabajando?
Por el momento no. Okay, I didn't
En
understand.
el momento.
Not at the moment? Okay.
Así que el momento no.
All right, I'm going to appoint a lawyer here, Mr. Morford.
Muy bien, voy a asignarle un abogado de aquí, el señor Mofford.
So what we'll do, I'm going to finish this hearing and let, ma'am, if you could assist the lawyer, he will call on a separate line to the jail and talk to Mr. Rendon, and he will need you to assist him, I'm sure, in translating.
Bien, lo que haremos es, voy a terminar esta audiencia y en este caso le llamarían por separado, señor Rendón, entonces este intérprete quizás pueda asistirle.
So, I will recess this hearing, let Mr. Morford proceed to call the jail, and then we'll come back and finish up the hearing after that's happened.
Daré un resumen de esta audiencia, el señor Mofford llamaría a la cárcel y luego llamarían nuevamente y regresaríamos aquí.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much for using our services.
Thank you, ma'am. We'll be back within a minute. Thank you.
Sure.
State of Ohio versus Thomas Burton at the Lawrence County Jail, case number CRA 24407, and Robert Collins is on deck.
Sir, are you Thomas Burton?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Burton, I'm Judge Capper at the Lawrence County Municipal Court in Chesapeake. This is what's called a Rule 4 hearing for you. You have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. What you say is on the record. It can be used against you if you admit something. You have a right to have an attorney appointed if you can't afford one. You have a right to bail and to make the state prove charges beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand those things?
Yes, sir. What was it, what did you say this was a for again?
It's called a Rule 4 hearing. It's for a warrant in another jurisdiction.
Okay. Yes, sir.
It's alleged that there's a warrant for you issued by Mount Vernon Municipal Court, Mount Vernon, Ohio.
Yes, sir.
And it's over driving under suspension and failure to appear. So
Yes, sir.
they've asked, anytime that there's a warrant for you in a county that doesn't touch the county where you happen to be found at the time, then you have a right to this hearing to decide if you are the person that's being sought by that court, and if you should be sent there to that jurisdiction. So you can have an attorney appointed if you qualify, or hire one if you want, and we'll have a Rule 4 hearing. It won't be on whether you did or didn't do what they allege, it's whether they have good cause to ask you to be sent to their jurisdiction. That'll be the issue for the court. Do you want, you can waive that hearing and agree to go to Mount Vernon. Do you want to have a Rule 4 hearing, or do you want to agree to go to Mount Vernon?
I agree to go to Mount Vernon.
Okay. Where are you from? Where are you living?
I'm from Cleveland, I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. And I was working there and got a speeding ticket, and my license was good, but apparently it wasn't in the system that I paid my stuff yet, so they gave me a driving suspended ticket. And, well, when I come back down here, I got arrested and didn't make the court on Friday, last Friday, so.
Okay. Are you living in Lawrence County now?
No, sir.
Where do you live?
Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh, you're from Cleveland, okay. And I assume Mount Vernon is close to Cleveland?
Yes, sir. 2 hours south.
Okay. If I set a bond for you, do you think you could post a bond and go turn yourself in?
No, sir. Not at the moment.
Okay. You couldn't post any kind of bond?
I mean, probably $100, $200, I mean, to be honest.
Well, what if I made it so that it would be a $150 bond? Is that something you think you could post?
I do.
Okay. I'm going to say
I have a question now. I have, a possession charge here in Lawrence County.
Oh, I haven't seen that. Well, that's a problem.
Yeah, so,
We haven't seen that yet. Where's that charge filed?
there's some here in Lawrence County.
Have you been arraigned on it yet?
Oh, yes, sir.
Must have been right.
In Ironton Municipal Court?
No, here in this court, I think, Lawrence County.
Right across the street at Common Creek?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you have a lawyer on that case?
Oh, yes, sir.
Who's your lawyer?
Greg Smith, I think it's his name.
Your Honor, it looks like it might be here. Looks like on 7/8/24, he has a preliminary hearing, and then the ankle monitor was ordered and treatment.
Okay, that's why he couldn't, is it Roger?
Who is,
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry, who is this judge?
His name is Burton, Thomas Burton. Okay.
Oh,
so-
yeah, yes. I know who that was, yes. We're set for Monday on the prelim.
Well, I think I had agreed to let him go to treatment, but the problem is he's got a warrant out of
Mount Vernon.
Mount Vernon.
Knox
That's holding
County.
him up.
Yeah.
So I'll appoint Mr. Smith. He is here. Your lawyer's here. So I'll appoint him to represent you on this issue also.
All right.
And you set it for Monday?
We could, Judge, yes, I'll be here Monday. I'll call up there and talk to him when I finish in court today. I'll call up there and we'll talk on the phone.
I'll set his bond at $1,500 cash or surety on this case.
I'll let Mr. Showers know.
And set his next hearing though for July the 8th. You've got a hearing in this court on Monday anyway on that, on the possession. It's still here. It's in this court. July, set for this coming Monday, July the 8th. All right, so if you,
I'll call the jail and speak. Do you have a cell number where I can get you in case you make that bond? I don't get you to jail?
No, just, I'm in the right lane, I guess.
Well, I'm going to call right after court. You're not going to get out for it. I'll talk to you. You'll still be there.
all right, next hearing is July the 8th.
Thank you,
Your
Judge.
lawyer will call down and talk to you
Yeah.
about it.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Robert Collins, case number CRB 24409. And Thomas Colbert is on deck.
Another rule. All right, sir, you're Robert Scott Collins.
Yeah.
Mr. Collins, I'm Judge Capper. You've got a warrant out of Chillicothe that we have to deal with. It's called a Rule 4 hearing. You have a right to have an attorney, to have one appointed on this issue. You can have bail. You have a right to make the state prove the charge beyond a reasonable doubt, and you can have a lawyer appointed if you can't afford one. The municipal court in Chillicothe alleges that they have a warrant out for you on a domestic violence probation violation. And they want you sent to their jurisdiction on that charge.
I've been to this about 6 times.
Okay, well, I guess they want you again. Do you want to have a lawyer appointed to represent you on this issue?
I've had one before.
Well, does that mean you want one again?
I don't know.
Well, you either have to have a hearing here, you can have a hearing here to make sure you're the person that they're seeking, or you can waive that hearing and agree to go to Chillicothe and appear in the court up there. How do you want to proceed? Do you want a hearing here, or do you want to agree to go to Chillicothe?
I guess I'll do it.
Okay.
I don't know.
If you can post a bond, I'll let you go turn yourself in. Do you think you could, if They asked for $1,000 bond. You think you could post a bond?
Yeah, I absolutely could. I'm sick, Your Honor, I got nursing stuff here in jail, I need to go to my doctor.
Okay, I'm gonna set your bond at $1,000, so $150 probably get you out to go turn yourself in.
Okay,
You think you can post that?
yes, sir.
We'll tell the bail bondsman to contact you.
Okay, thank you.
I'm gonna put you back on my docket for Monday to make sure you did post bond.
Okay. Let's do a bondsman.
Well, if you got $1,000, you can post the whole $1,000 with the clerk here, and you get it all back, and you don't have to pay a fee. If you don't, most people don't have $1,000, so they use a bail bondsman, and you pay him his fee, and that, from what my knowledge is, the fee on a $1,000 bond is $150.
Okay, thank you.
But you lose it. You lose the whole $150.
That's all right.
But as long as you show up, he won't track you down. If you don't show up and go do what you said you would do, he'll track you down and take you back to the jail because he doesn't want, he would have to pay the $1,000 if you don't show up.
Right, okay.
Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so if you post bond, then I'll give you till next Friday to turn yourself in.
Okay.
In Chillicothe.
All right.
Or you gotta show up back here next Friday.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
But I'm gonna put him back on the docket Monday just to make sure he's not sitting in the jail.
Yeah.
That's the 12th.
You want him on Monday or Friday?
Monday.
That's the 8th.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I'll move it. If he's posted bond, I'll move it till Friday.
Okay.
Okay, if you post bond, you gotta show up, oh, he's already gone, so this needs to be faxed down to jail for him to sign. I've marked it out, so what he needs to do. Oh, there he is. If you post bond, then you've got next week to turn yourself in at Chillicothe. You gotta do it before 8 a.m. next Friday, or be back.
Okay,
If you don't do that, then you gotta show up in this court next Friday at 10 a.m. to explain why you didn't do it, or you'll get another warrant issued.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm sending down a waiver for you to sign too.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Am I done now?
Yeah, you're done now.
State of Ohio versus Thomas Colberg, case numbers CRA 24-412A and B, and CRB 24-413. Derek Lockhart was on deck.
Sir, are you Thomas Colberg? Can you hear me, Mr. Colberg? I'm Judge Capper at the Lawrence County Municipal Court in Chesapeake, and your hearing is taking place here, and we are recording all of this. So what you say is on the record. It can be used against you if you admit something about your case. You don't have to say anything. You have a right to remain silent, to have an attorney appointed for you if you can't afford one, to have bail, and to make the state prove these charges beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand those things? The first charge against you, 412A, is having a weapon while being under a disability. It's alleged July the 4th in Mason Township, you were prohibited from having or using a firearm due to chronic alcoholism, and you had one in your possession. So that's a third-degree felony, maximum penalty, 5 years in jail, and an $8,000 fine. 412B alleges that on July the 4th, Mason Township, you had a Schedule II substance in your possession, that's methamphetamine. That's a felony 5, maximum penalty, 1 year in jail, $2,500 fine. And then the last charge is criminal trespass. It's alleged July the 4th, without the right to do so, you entered on property that belonged to someone else without their permission. It's a 4th-degree misdemeanor, maximum penalty 30 days in jail, $250 fine. Do you understand these charges?
I do.
Do you have the money to hire a lawyer?
I do not.
Do you have a job?
I had a job.
What did you used to do?
Property preservation, sir. That's why I was at that property. I was actually contracted to be there by another contractor.
Were you paid by the hour, or how were you paid?
It was on a per job basis, sir.
I have to determine your gross annual income to see if you're eligible for a court-appointed lawyer. Do you know what your gross annual income is?
I do not.
Do you file an income tax return?
We had to file an extension from last year. We haven't filed for 2023 yet.
Okay. Who's we? Are you married, or?
It's my fiance, Christina Elizabeth Nava.
Do you think that you as an individual make more or less than $25,000?
I don't know.
Do you have any money saved?
No.
All right, well, it appears that you're maybe eligible, so I'm going to go ahead and provisionally appoint Mr. Smith, Roger Smith, to be your lawyer. He's here. Looks like the lady that he mentioned is also in jail. His fiance. What's the state's position on bond?
The state would request a $5,000 cash assurance.
I'll set bond at $5,000 cash or surety. Set the next hearing for 12th.
Fine judgment.
July 12th. Preliminary hearing M3 trial. All right, Mr. Colbert, your lawyer will call down and talk to you. You want to?
If I could borrow it, please.
State of Ohio versus Derek Lockhart, case numbers CRB 24414, CRA 24417, and CRB 24313.
Yes. Okay, we need Derek Lockhart next.
And then Toby Pack is on the jail after Mr. Lockhart. On the deck. That's it.
So are you Derek Lockhart?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Lockhart, I'm Judge Capper at the Lawrence County Municipal Court in Chesapeake. This is your arraignment. You have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. If you do make statements, they can be used against you. You have a right to have an attorney, to have one appointed, if you can't afford one, to have bond, and to make the state prove these charges beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand those things?
Yes, sir.
You got an old charge and a new charge.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's, the old charge, Mr. Morford was your lawyer.
Yes, sir.
There he is, he's in the courtroom. All right. It's alleged on the old charge was not set yet. It has a pretrial coming up July 12. Case number 24313.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a verbal domestic.
Okay, you got a new charge. 24414 is the case number.
Your Honor.
Domestic violence, can you tell me the reference to the sheriff's department?
The old case?
And the 414.
There's a 414 and 417, it looks like. Maybe it's
Hold on,
just,
let's see what I've got. I need the 414.
414 is a domestic.
Is it the sheriff's office?
Plain party, where they investigated.
Your Honor,
It looks like it.
is there any way that I can OR out and I'll go in by this time next week, I'll be in residential treatment?
Well, that's something we're going to discuss here in just a little bit. He has two new charges, Mr. Morford. Disrupting public services, felony 4. That's July 1st of the year, both July 1st. And the other,
Sir, let the judge speak. You don't speak unless you're asked a question.
you probably the best thing is not to talk, let your lawyer handle this for you, sir. The other is domestic violence, first degree misdemeanor variety with Chelsea Lockhart as the complaining party. And it looks like that's the same person on the old case. Do you wish me to read the complaints into the record, Mr. Moore?
No, Judge,
Waive that?
I would waive that, yes, Your Honor.
Okay. What's the state's position on bond since we have these new cases now?
The state would request a $10,000 cash surety bond.
Okay, I'm going to set bond for $10,000 cash or surety. I'll let Mr. Morford talk to you. We can revisit the bond issue later if you wish. It'll be a protection order for you to stay away from Chelsea.
That's perfectly fine, sir.
And set, currently already set for July 12th, so the old case, so we'll set both matters for July 12th. For preliminary hearing and pre-trial.
Your Honor.
It might be best, sir, that you not say anything right now.
Okay.
You're being recorded, and the state of Ohio can use anything that you might say, and the court's heard it too.
Right.
So,
No, I was just trying to OR so I can go to treatment, like I'll be in treatment here next week.
well, I'm going to give you a call in a minute after the judge finishes the arraignment. I'm going to give you a call and talk with you about bonds among other things.
Awesome.
Okay. All right, there's, if you want the court's files, Mr. Morford.
The State of Ohio versus Toby Pack, CRA 24326, that's also Mr. Morford's case. And Chase Rickman is on deck.
Toby Pack is Mr. Morford's case set for pre-trial.
Yes, sir, I will.
Good.
What's on here?
Toby Pack. He's got a Boyd County warrant.
He also used some stuff from earlier, Judge. That's all, that's
I
it?
think there may be something in Cabell County.
Okay.
Cabell County probation, I've got some emails in here on that.
Yeah, I wanted to go ahead and add an exclusion hearing, but the detainer, they took the detainer off while I was in West Virginia, and then they put it back on, I didn't know if that was legal or not, so I was hoping that that was something to go over.
The last email that I had was from Melissa Lambert, Administrative Assistant, Boyd County Commonwealth Attorney's Office, Catholicsburg, saying that they had requested the governor warrant for Mr. Pack. As you know, these things take some time. And that's the last, that was on June 26th.
I tried to call the lawyer yesterday, I need to get the request straightened out.
Do you still want to insist on the governor's warrant being issued from Commonwealth of Kentucky? Mr. Pack, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you clearly.
Did you understand what I asked?
Yes, I understand.
Okay.
I'd rather have an extradition hearing. And I'm not doing any legal in Kentucky, so I know that I need to at least have a hearing for the extra avenue.
Okay. Well, there's no warrant yet, so I'll continue the matter to give them more time to get a warrant.
There's no way I can be released today?
You can post bond. Is there any bond that you can post?
No, Your Honor, that's what I'm saying. I was hoping maybe a release on OR or something like that.
No.
I've been here for about 2 months now.
I understand. July the 19th will be your next hearing, 10 o'clock.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Judge.
State of Ohio versus Chase Rickman, case number CRB 23525, TRD 23650. Kayla Seacrest is on deck.
All right, Mr. Rickman failed to, looks like you failed to appear for a hearing on May 28th.
Yes, sir. Your Honor, I'd like to say something.
Yeah, your lawyer's not here today. He didn't know you were arrested, so he's not here.
What happened is that the day me and my girlfriend we were supposed to appear in court, my girlfriend had accidentally slit her wrist, and she almost killed herself, and she got sent to King's Douglas Cycle for about a week. It was the same week we were supposed to come back to court. And we didn't have no one to us that little boy sitting beside her, or my little girl, so I had to take her to my mom and dad's. Well, in your eyes, it may not seem that we're going to raise, but we're really trying. I'm trying my hardest to be there for my children.
Well, here's one of the problems, is we can never get anything done in your case because you never come to court. This is September 18th, failed to appear, got a warrant. Came back for arraignment, March 4th of 24 on the warrant. Set the next hearing for March 25th of this year for pre-trial. Didn't come to court, got a warrant. Got arraigned a month later, April 22nd. Set the next hearing for May 28th for pretrial. Didn't come to court, got a warrant again. So it's like every time I let you out, you never come back. Now the problem is your lawyer's not here today, so he didn't know you were going to get arrested. So I'm assuming you got picked up on the warrant.
Yes, sir.
And Kelly Mintz is she was the complaining party on.
Yes, sir.
She's here. She came into court today. Why don't you come up and talk to the prosecutor, ma'am, and let's let her talk, and let's see if we can get something done on this.
I'll need to get his file. Who is this?
Chase Rickman.
He was going through medicine changes, but he's been doing good on his medicine. No idea, no other outbursts or anything like that. They have him on Pepra. He goes to the doctor on 20th Street, and he's been doing good on his medicine. He's got no concerns of any problems or anything.
Are you living with him?
Yeah. I think the main issue was the government suspended. And then not the menacing charge.
So Ms. Mintz says that they are residing together, and he's been doing much better the last few months. So I don't have the file in front of me, but it's being retrieved right now.
Okay.
I have been through postmortem.
It's filed.
It's picked up a lot of slime.
Menacing. It was a 4th-degree misdemeanor menace charge.
Before that really.
Yeah, I was on medicine and I had a lot. And I didn't realize, I never had mental health problems. I didn't realize about getting mental health, but I was in the hospital for a while and I'm doing a lot better now.
Okay, that's good to hear.
It's kind of aggravated this from the affidavit. I mean, there was a knife involved, according to the affidavit. Threats.
He didn't hurt me, he had a knife at my
After you retired. So
Yeah.
that's,
Ms. Mintz previously wrote a letter to prosecutor's office asking that we don't pursue the charges, but as we almost always do, we believe that it's best to hold on to the situation and make sure that there are problems. We don't necessarily always feel that just because people say that everything's okay, that it's really okay. So Mr. Rickman was at OVP back in April, and then on May 28th, he didn't appear, I guess is what, so that's where we stand at this point, I guess.
right. He somehow got picked up on the warrant.
So we wanted him to be in treatment.
Did you finish at OVP, Mr. Rickman?
Actually, Your Honor, I am actually on a fluvoxamine, and it's supposed to treat bipolar disorder and depression. And then I'm also on Florextril, which is supposed to treat seizures and depression. I have both of those medicines at home, Your Honor.
How long have you been in the jail now?
It's been a couple, how long have I been in jail?
Yeah, when did you get picked up on this warrant?
Since Wednesday.
So a couple days. Are you living in Chesapeake still?
No, I'm not still
At the address you gave me before?
I updated it with the clerks.
In Huntington?
Yep.
And I'm going to take it you can't post any kind of bond.
What do you mean?
Can you pay any amount of money to a bail bondsman to secure your appearance? 'Cause that's the problem, I can never get you to come back to court. Once I let you out, you never come back.
I can pay 200, maybe. But even if you guys don't give me a bond, I will promise you on everything. I will come to court what it is.
Well, the only problem, I've been here over 30 years, and you know how many false promises I've had?
Probably a lot.
Yeah, a lot. So I can't really put any stock in that, because people promise me stuff all the time that they don't do. So I'm kind of cynical about that. So at this point, I think what we'll just need to do, since I think you can post a bond, is set your cash or surety bond at $1,500. So probably $150 will get you out of jail. But then, when you don't show up, you're going to have a bail bondsman chasing you down.
I definitely do not want that, sir. I think last time that we did the bondsman, I asked to pay Jason and asked him to show up to my court date.
Well, that's the key. That's what I want you to do. I want you to actually come. I don't want you to have to use a bail bond. Mr. Hill.
Your Honor, I've got an alternative. That Ms. Mintz, I think what I heard a sound when you mentioned paying money, maybe that affects her also because of her household being one. We believe that this actually happened and that we would be justified in pursuing this even though she doesn't want us to. But what we would suggest is if he entered a guilty plea, we'd ask to delay sentencing and have him check in to complete some treatment and come back and see how he's doing. And then make a decision as to the disposition at a later date.
Okay, did you understand what the prosecutor said? The only thing is, he's got a lawyer.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, Mr. Steyer, but he's just not here today.
Well, that's...
So I don't know that we really can ethically do that without his lawyer being present.
Yeah.
Your Honor, if I may, Ms. DeMint is calling OVP. She told me that she thought he had been inpatient.
Okay.
When he left.
And we'd be okay if he did that too.
Your Honor, am I allowed to say something?
Yeah, now you don't have a lawyer here.
My next court date that I come in, I will bring those 2 forms of medication that I'm already on currently.
Well, the only problem, Mr. Rickman, every time I give you a court date, 1, 2, 3, 4 times I've given you a court date and you never showed up. So I'm supposed to believe, oh yeah, next time he's got to show up and bring all these records with him about his medical treatment. You've never done it yet.
No, and he was supposed to have reported to outpatient at some point, and he never followed through with that, and he has not been at the recovery center.
Okay. I think we'll go back to you posting a bond. So that's pretty lenient under the circumstances, but she doesn't even want to pursue the charges. But I'm going to make you post a bond because you never come to court. And then now once you have a bond up, I would be scared of Mr. Sowers because he'll just jump on you in the middle of the night when you don't show up and throw you in the trunk of his car and haul you off to jail. Serious. You don't want that, do you? So you gotta come to court. If you have him post your bond, you gotta come to court.
Yes, sir.
So you wanna post a bond, you wanna talk to him. I'll set your next hearing. I'm assuming Mr. Steyer will be here Monday, so he usually is here, but you picked a week to get arrested when he wasn't gonna be here on Friday, so he's not here. So I'll set your next hearing for Monday. If you're still in jail, I'll see you like this. If you get out on bond, you gotta get to court Monday. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
You gotta be here, or I'll tell Mr. Sowers to come pick you up, and haul you to the jail.
I fully understand.
Okay, we'll let him know you want to post a bond, and you can use other bail bonds, but he does 95% of the bonds here. So, July the 8th, your next hearing, 1,500 cash or surety bond.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Yeah, we have.
We'll try and take care of everything.
State of Ohio versus Kayla M. Sechrist, case number CRB 24373, CRA 24389.
I was able to speak with her, Judge, at the jail.
Okay, how do you want to proceed?
Judge, she has the extradition, as you're aware. We've been trying to resolve that, but to no avail. I believe at this point, to speak with her, she would waive extradition. She's been in jail probably a couple of weeks now, I don't know exactly how long, but on a shoplifting offense from Walmart. She would plead guilty to that. I think the state would recommend time served and give West Virginia time to come pick her up, because she can't post a bond. But I told her probably pretty quick, it's just across the bridge.
Okay, do you agree with what your attorneys represented to the court, Ms. Sechrist?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so you'll have to now you're going to go over to West Virginia, appear in front of Judge Ferguson. We thought maybe we could get him to agree to let you go to treatment from this court, but we can't get any response. So I'm just going to go ahead and sentence you on the case that you have here, then release you to go over there, and then perhaps he'll send you to treatment. I think that's what you need to do.
That's the hope, Judge, yes. Maybe Hope Source or some facilities that would be on that side of the bridge she could utilize.
Okay, on the theft offense, anything else you want to tell me about before I sentence you?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, $100 fine, but I'll suspend it if you complete treatment.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Where do you pay the court costs? She's been in jail since June 14th.
I thought it's been a couple of weeks. It's going on 3 weeks now. Picked a bad time to be arrested, Judge. It was on
Actually 3.
Yeah.
21 days. Okay, so I'll sentence her to 21 days in jail. Credit 21 served. I'll delete the community service requirement. I will order, this is a Walmart case one. Yeah. Kayla, don't shoplift. 1, do not shoplift. If you are going to shoplift, do not shoplift at Walmart. 1, I'm ordering you to stay out of there, and 2, they will catch you. If you want to get caught shoplifting, people go to Walmart. We probably get a dozen cases a week from Walmart for shoplifting.
I noticed.
Isn't the word out? I mean, I've been here for years, and it's like 12 a week. I don't know how they even stay in business. I've ordered thousands of people to stay out of there, but they still keep going back there, and it's like they can't resist going there to shoplift. Or maybe there may be thousands of people going to Lowe's, but I never get a case from Lowe's. Almost never get a case.
They hardly prosecute.
Okay. Then she's going to waive extradition on the West Virginia.
Yes, Judge, I've explained what that
order.
entails.
Robert, who is she doing treatment with?
Well, that, I'm not ordering her. I'm gonna let Judge Purdy's make that decision. She's got a computer in front of her.
Oh, are you just?
So I'm just gonna leave it generic.
Okay. But the fine is suspended as long as she completes treatment.
Right, so you'll have to show me, if you want your fine suspended, show me that you went to treatment and where it was, and I'll suspend your fine. Just when you come in, her review hearing will be December 30th.
Thank you.
And then she's waiving extradition to West Virginia. And I'll give them a week, hopefully it won't take that long to pick her up. Till July 12th. So we'll send down a waiver for you to sign on the extradition. And this means you're agreeing to go to West Virginia. Usually within 2 or 3 days, they come pick people up on that.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. You don't want her back on this docket then?
No, just for the review. I mean, she's been in jail so long, they don't pick her up by the 12th, and she probably release her.
State of Ohio versus Christina Nava, case number CRB 24411, CRA 24410, A and B.
Ma'am, are you Christina Nava?
Yes.
Ms. Nava, I'm Judge Capper. This is your arraignment hearing. You have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. You have a right to have an attorney, to have one appointed if you can't afford one. You have a right to bail. You have a right to make the state prove these charges beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand those things?
Yes.
First charge, 410A, having a weapon while under disability. It's alleged that Mason Township, July the 4th, you were prohibited by law to have a weapon because of your drug dependency, and that you did have a weapon. So that's a felony 3, maximum penalty is 5 years in jail, $8,000 fine. 410B alleges aggravated possession of drugs. And on July the 4th in Mason Township, you knowingly were in possession of methamphetamine. That's a Schedule II substance, possession of which is a felony 5, maximum penalty is a year in jail, $2,500 fine. And then there's CRB 24411. Trespassing. It's alleged on July the 4th, Mason Township, you entered on property of another person without their permission. That's a 4th degree misdemeanor criminal trespassing. Maximum penalty 30 days in jail, $250 fine. So those are the charges. Do you understand these charges, ma'am?
Yes, I understand that.
Do you have the money to hire a lawyer?
That I would think so. I would like to get a lawyer.
You want to hire your own lawyer?
No, I would.
You want a court-appointed lawyer?
Yeah.
Mr. Morford's coming into it. I've got the code defendant. Mr. Morford is.
Okay.
Judge, I believe that we're bringing an interpreter into you.
Okay.
I spoke with him, an interpreter, and Doreen had 2 phones. I'm not exactly sure how she did that.
So you want him recalled today?
I probably want to set the bond today.
Okay.
Please.
All right, I'm going to appoint you on this Christina Nava also.
Christina.
Nava, N-A-V-A.
N-A-V-A.
N-A-V, V is in victory, A. Neighbor. Nava. She had their possession, felony possession of a weapon while under disability and a menace, or, trespassing. What was the bond? There was a co-defendant, was it 10,000?
5,000.
5,000? Is that the same bond you're asking for her?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'll set bond at 5,000 cash or surety. Set it for July 12th for preliminary hearing and pretrial. And Mr. Morford will be the lawyer.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Okay, so I have appointed you a lawyer, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
State of Ohio versus Jose Juan Rendon, case number TRC 241377 A, B, and C, on a recall.
Okay, Mr. Rendon is represented by Mr. Morford, and we have an interpreter supplied by the Ohio Supreme Court on the telephone with us.
So you don't need my honey, do you?
No, I've got it right there.
All right, so Mr. Morford, you've had a chance to talk with Mr. Rendon, with the interpreter?
Yes, Judge, I have.
Okay, and what's, I think it's going to be academic, but I think there's going to be a holder on placed on him by the federal government.
During that time, I'm going to serve by the guys discovered on state.
We're going to ask for $20,000 cash or surety bond.
I'll set bond at 20,000 cash or surety. Set the next hearing. Oh wow. Friday or Monday is awful. We could do it next Friday, would be, next Friday's not too good. 12. Is that agreeable, Mr. Morford?
I think so, Judge. Just 1 second.
Bring your lunch on Monday.
Yes, Judge, I'm here Friday as well.
All right, the interpreter, would you tell Mr. Rendon that he has a $20,000 cash or surety bond?
Señor Rendón, la fianza se le ha fijado en $20,000, ya sea en efectivo o por medio de una agencia de fianza.
That bond will probably be academic because we've been told the federal government is placing a holder on him for being here illegally.
Sin embargo, la fianza se considera como simbólica ya que nos han notificado que el gobierno federal tiene interés en usted porque usted está en el país de manera ilegal.
If he is somehow able to post bond, he has to be back in this court next Friday, July the 12th at 10 a.m.
Si de algún modo usted puede costear o pagar la fianza, entonces se requiere que usted se presente aquí de nuevo en el juzgado el día viernes 12 de julio a las 10 de la mañana.
That will be a pretrial hearing on July 12th.
Y el día 12 de julio lo que se llevará a cabo es una audiencia previa al juicio.
Ask Mr. Rendon if he has questions.
¿Tiene alguna pregunta, señor Rendón?
He's shaking his head no.
So, Mr. Morford, may I ask him a question, Judge?
Through the interpreter. Interpreter, I assume. I think he may understand more English than what we.
I just want to ask him to make sure he understands why he's here before the court charged with.
We've already gone over that.
Okay. We're good. The judge is satisfied that you understand what.
Yeah, I went through that carefully. Okay. All right, next hearing, July the 12th. That closes this hearing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Muy bien, entonces su próxima audiencia es el 12 de julio y con esto cerramos la audiencia de usted.
Okay, that finishes up at the jail.
State of Ohio versus Daniel L. Turner, case number CRB 23732, TRD 1562A and B. That's Mr. Stratton's case. He's on.
All right, Mr. Stratton is appearing by teleconference. Daniel Turner is not here.
He was supposed to have an assessment done at the
Does Bethesda have any information on Daniel Turner? Not immediately, so they're going to make a call.
Okay.
So we'll recall this after we get something back from Bethesda.
Yes.
State of Ohio versus Heather Noel Summer, case number CRB 24174, A and B. It's also Mr. Stratton's case.
And Heather is at ODP.
Yes, she is participating in outpatient currently.
Okay, was there some?
We have her urine drug screens from ODP that she brought with her today. There's some inconsistencies there. They're all kind of different. The black one is the lab results. And then we also done a urine screen on her here today.
Okay, well, it looks like it was suspect. Let's do another one.
Okay.
Let's do one now.
Right.
We'll call her back after we get another urine screen.
Yes.
State of Ohio versus Amanda Thompson, case number CRB 2649, CRB 1962. Also Mr. Stratton's case.
Amanda Thompson.
Your Honor, I don't know what all she owes. This is for sentencing, right? I do know she has done some community service. I don't know if it would have finished her case up or not.
She has $405.
Okay, and it looks like on one of her cases, it's not even completed. I don't think. 26.
She had, oh, sorry.
It's okay.
If I'm correct, I believe she's done 1 or 2 days of community service last week or the week before.
She had completed community service on one of the cases, one of the theft cases. She still had one theft case that she has not led to. I think it's a 19 case, I believe, and I think the state was going to see if they even have video on that older case.
It's already been sentenced, Your Honor.
On 2649. That one has.
The 19.
Yeah, I've got an entry on it. She has a 2649 also.
Yes.
Was it sentence? Doesn't look
No,
like that.
that ain't
It's still
been-
pending. Well, she hasn't shown up anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, so issue warrants for, in 7 days if she doesn't do it.
Yes, Your Honor.
She does not, there are OR bonds.
State of Ohio recalls John Riggs, case number CRB 23528.
Oh, this is one Mr. Major was going to tell me about.
What's that case number, Your Honor?
23-528.
Governor, if I may, I was contacted, I believe it was last week, from an attorney in West Virginia saying Mr. Riggs is incarcerated there and he's going to be there for a while.
Okay.
And that he was going to be, he tried to enter an interstate compact with Kentucky to go over there while he's incarcerated to finish up stuff there. So I advised him that he's going to have to do something like that with us to try to get this taken care of here.
He was the guy that had a pretty good job, but he had terrible drug screen.
Yep.
At least he alleged he had a good job. Okay, I'll just issue a warrant on clarity here.
Do you want to just leave it just a regular warrant?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think Gary went and got him before, so I won't put him on the warrant.
Okay.
State of Ohio recalls Sabian Spinks, case number CRB 24384. Mr. Morford's case.
Need Mr. Morford in the courtroom.
Around the lobby.
Your Honor, we've not been able to resolve this morning.
Okay, set it for trial.
If you don't mind, could you clog up your docket too much by giving us one more pretrial?
We're okay with that. We just presented them with the restitution amount today. And so I understand if they need to think that over a little bit, because it's a sizable amount of damage. And as far as this goes, if we have a trial and we win because of the amount of damage that was done and because this is clearly a case which we can prove, that we'd be asking for a lot of jail time if this is not resolved. So just to let everyone know.
Okay. You want to come back in 2 weeks, Mr. Morford?
Please, Judge.
Okay, that's July 19th. July 19th will be the next pretrial, 10 o'clock.
Just call you, let you know what's going on.
You need the complaint party here then? Or?
We don't need her here at this point.
She's welcome to be here, but she doesn't have to be.
Would you rather me call you? Okay.
You can always watch on YouTube.
It comes to you commercial free.
Okay, you're on YouTube.
That's an idea if we put commercials in.
Get in and see me ASAP. And if you want to hang loose, I'll get you a back copy.
Thank you.
The way up. You're good to go.
Okay, that's all.
I'll get you a copy.
Thank you, Judge. State of Ohio recalls Heather Noel Summer, case number CRB 24174, A and B.
Okay. She has an appropriate, well, benzos. First I was using orphan. You have a prescription for the benzos?
Yes, sir. My psychiatrist prescribes those to me.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Does the state have any input on how to proceed on, she had entered a plea, not guilty plea, initially. Yes. Mr.
Your Honor, she entered a plea on 6/21, and then you have her tested, and then that's where we're at today.
Okay, so we're just doing sentencing and monitoring her treatment.
Correct.
Okay, well, let's continue to do that because I don't think she's ready to complete at this point.
Okay.
How about the end of August?
That's fine.
Any dates in August you're not available?
No, Your Honor.
And?
I believe I'll be okay just as long as they're morning.
Well, you barely made it today. Can't always promise. We'll try to get it done in the morning. August the 19th?
Yes, Your Honor.
Will be sentencing, August 19th, 10 o'clock.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.
State of Ohio recalls Daniel L. Turner, case number CRD 23732, CRD 1562, A and B.
Yeah, he was scheduled to come in and assess on June 24th, and he was a no-show, and it looks like Taylor attempted to make contact with him and wasn't able to.
Okay. Do you have anything else, Mr. Stratton?
No, I do not.
And you may have a bond though. Let's see. He does have a bond. On June 6th.
Your Honor.
Yes.
Is it with Gary Sowers?
It is.
Okay. Could the court wait 7 days before issuing a warrant and see if I can get him in there? Because I'm sure Gary might have a different way of contacting him than I do.
Well, he doesn't like, he wants me to issue the warrant when he goes to get him. So I think we continued this before though. I mean, I'm looking at the history of this. He failed to appear for the arraignment initially in January. Got a warrant issued then. Didn't get arraigned on it until June the 7th, and he posted the bond then. I set a pretrial for June 17th. He didn't show up then. And then he came in June 21st, arraigned on the warrant. Then set up for a pretrial today, and he didn't show up today, and he hadn't been to treatment. So I think he probably deserves to get a warrant immediately.
Okay.
And I'll notify Mr. Sowers, and, I mean, if you can get a hold of him, get him in here, tell him he's got a hound dog after him right now, and he needs to get here Monday and lay low over the weekend.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, Your Honor. I'll attempt to locate Mr. Turner and
See, we'll
see what we can do.
Okay. Okay, so there'll be a warrant issued today, and I'll notify Mr. Sowers and set a bond forfeiture hearing for July 29th.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. That's it. Okay, we barely, I said before, didn't we? All right.